Near Pawahi and Smith, we found a local vendor who uses recyclable materials to make her paper, jewelry, and textile products.
I believe that when people are truly passionate about how they're spending their time, whether it be in work, with their family, you could fill in the blank with anything, then that's when the best of people come out, and that just kind of pays it forward into everyone that they touch around them. Meesah is an earth-friendly adornment company. Everything is handmade, and the materials that I use are all recycled or sustainable, items that would have ended up in the landfill or maybe other people would see as junk or unuseful. And I take those and I recreate them into beautiful jewelry. So I was in advertising for about 6 or 7 years and just felt like a certain part of my creativity wasn't being tapped. I just felt like life is too short, and why not follow the passion and just trust and see where it takes you, because for my entire life I've tried to choose what I do based on what makes me happy, in a responsible way, of course. Challenge-wise, I guess just wrapping my head around the idea that I could actually put all of my energy towards this and make it my living. So just accepting that was a huge step, because I think so many people are socialized to think that you go to college, you get your degree, you end up in a job that is related to that degree, and it might be in an office, probably, maybe. And you know, you paint this really small picture for yourself, and I kind of had to throw that one away and make a whole new one. People showed interest in what I was doing, and I think more people were getting into this kind of green scene and just being more conscious about how they consume. And so people can feel good about buying something that's new, but made of not new materials. The reason why I'm so committed to using either sustainable, recycled, repurposed materials, I think goes back to my upbringing in California and just being surrounded by a very conscious lifestyle. These bracelets are all made from recycled and repurposed fishing line found off of our lovely island. So I figure they're better around someone's wrist than killing wildlife, hopefully not. And then for another collection called Laverne, which I named after Laverne and Shirley, it's all vintage lucite, some from the 20s all the way to the 80s. But a lot of it falls between the kind of that time period when Laverne and Shirley was a hit. Feathers that I use in the feather jewelry are all recycled as well, from Mardi Gras masks, feather boas that have gone by the wayside. And then in the case we have some vintage brass found charms mixed with pieces like the pearls down there, which were a deconstructed antique piece put together as something new. One of the newest additions, I'm starting to work with textiles and vintage fabrics that I've collected, and I'm making them into buttons for now. Plenty of other things to come. So I'm also a partner on Suzu, which is a recycled sail bag company. So there's some examples up here on the wall. We use all local recycled sails. Some are donated. Any and all of the ones that we use would have ended up at the landfill for sure if we hadn't taken them. Why do we have to use new things? Just a different way and perspective of thinking about how to reuse, reduce, recycle, and I feel like that's paying it forward to the environment, which is just going to make everything better for everyone.